replied to Matty, said, "No, hey Craig, but do I have any sources pointing to Bellingham? I'd absolutely love him. He'd fit perfectly." Yes, I do. Now, obviously, I've told everybody what I can say. I was told a long time ago, go back, watch streams, that Jude Bellingham will be a Liverpool player, and I've been saying right back from the choo-choo days all the way through that his next club will be Liverpool Football Club. So I understand you're doubting me, but my success rate's been pretty fucking good. And I don't stick my balls in the line unless I'm confident. And it's no accident that over the last month, loads of stories and links have been coming out around Bellingham, which, if anything, I know this might come across as arrogant, but if anything, I think a lot of people owe me a fucking apology rather than doubting me, because I plucked that out before anyone had a sniff about it, and not only plucked it out but doubled down on it and kept saying that it was happening before we broke our transfer record to sign Nunez way back in the days where nobody thought Liverpool would spend anywhere near enough money. And I kept saying it and I took all the abuse for it. So all I would ask is that when it happens, I get the credit. That's all. Just once, just please fucking once give me some credit, because it'll happen. And yes, I do have a source for it. My source for it isn't from the club side; it's from the player side. No, it's not the player. I don't know Jude Bellingham, but sometimes you just make handy little contracts in this industry, Paddy. You cross paths with people, and sometimes stuff falls into the right place for you. And this was one of those occasions for me where it all came together.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't worry, you will have your day in the sun and you will be vindicated when that boy is wearing a Liverpool shirt. I would love if I think I seen Dave OC Cop was like, "Oh, Liverpool have done great business this summer," and then he replied, and he said, "I wouldn't be surprised if it was a case of Liverpool were done until a certain midfielder became available." And my penis got slightly erect. I won't lie.
Yeah, look, I don't think it's this summer, but then again, I can't unequivocally say it's not this summer, because all I can tell you is what I have been told, and this summer's been ruled out. I know there's been people, Chris, on social media who try to claim it may or may not be this summer, but for me, I'm just going to keep talking until Chris comes back into the 21st century. So we'll just keep waffling on here. Yeah, look, Paddy, I can't be responsible for what other people say, and I can't second guess it, and I won't lie. I don't know when it'll happen,
You're
but I
gonna
don't
rave,
think it'll
really.
be this summer, which kind of means it'll be next summer.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the general consensus amongst us all. We're probably contented to wait till next summer, but it's a case of it must be done because we can't afford to lose out on a player of his caliber. And madly to say his experience at his young age, it's a player like him doesn't come around often, and just throw the book at Dortmund and give them what they want.
You know what's annoyed me most about all of this stuff? It's not that people have
That's
doubted
fucking
me, or
Wi-Fi.
that it's people saying that he's not good enough. The amount of comments I've seen, people saying he's overhyped nonsense, I just don't get. Like, how anybody could look at that young man. He's like Haaland. You can't look at Haaland, even though City have signed him now, and knock him. He's an absolute superstar. And Bellingham is an undoubted talent.
Look at it
Yeah,
numerically as well. It's his statistics numerically are unbelievable. I posted it the other day because I saw that loads of people were saying, as you said, like Bellingham's not good enough. He's just raw. People, they're buying him for potential. Like what? It's mad. I'll read him out when I find him in a second. But it's unbelievable when people just write off just because you're going to come to Liverpool. This is the numbers, right? 97th percentile for progressive passes received, 97th for touches in the attacking penalty area, 97th for dribbles completed, 91st for shot creating actions, 96th for non-penalty XG plus assists, 98th for assists, 90th for shots total, 87th for non-penalty goals, 93rd for non-penalty XG, and 90th for shots total, and 86th for blocks as well. If anyone can say that he's overrated, shush.
I mean, did you gloss over halfway through that as well, Paddy?
the first, second, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. But they all make sense.
Can I another good example of this type of nonsense? I suppose is we know that when we signed Darwin Nunez, that Real Madrid were interested in bringing him in. Now, can you imagine if he signed for Real Madrid, Paddy? How he would be viewed now in the Premier League by other clubs' fans? They would be saying that Madrid have got themselves a great player. He's a potential superstar. But when we sign him, he's written off immediately, and we've overpaid.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a joke. Rival fans love to do that. When will they learn their lesson? I don't know, because Klopp rarely misses, if ever. So they will once again be proven wrong. And now I will say there is certain factions of the fan base that can be guilty of overhyping players at times. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm one of them. But I wouldn't, I call it over. Some might call it overhype. I'd call faith. And as George Michael once said, you gotta have faith, faith, faith. Oh, you gotta have faith.
Chris, as a man who, like George Michael, frequented public bathrooms, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. I just wanted to say that. I had
Funny
no
story,
line after
actually.
that. I had no
We
nothing.
had an 80s dress up day at sixth form with George Michael. I will find a photo for you before the end of the stream.
Did you dress up as George Michael?
I did.
I can see that. I can see it.
I did. Let me find it.
I can fucking see it, all right.
Chris loves the glory hole.
What,
Mate,
is it,
I've
what's
got
the
it. I've
fish-
got it. I've got it.
His
Right.
proper name was Georgios Kyriakos Panayotou.
Look at the
Oh my
goat.
days. Oh my days.